do, bro. I called the auntie, bro, and she's right next to me.
No, auntie hates it. Auntie hates it.
Wow.
Auntie told you long time. Auntie hates it.
In here on the podcast, but there's the streets as well, bro, innit? Mind yourself, bro. Mind yourself. Yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right, bro. Damn right. And I'm gonna see how fucked up you are. Yeah?
Right. Okay.
Disrespect. Because I called everyone bro.
Listen, don't call me bro, I don't know you.
So that's what you have to say, though. That's what you have to say.
You don't mug.
But that's what you have to say. You're just embarrassing yourself.
I'm embarrassing myself.
I know. Do you know something, right? Do you know something, right? Excuse me. What's your name? Hello, young lady. What's your name? T. Do you know what I'm gonna do for the first time ever? I'm gonna fucking follow you.
I like.
See you later.
Jesus. I asked to speak before him.
Okay. Look at your issue. Stop. You're doing it again. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay. Why
are you making this?
Blessing.
Because you're a mum. That's why you're a fucking mum, bro.
Oh my.
You're lucky we're in there. I'll smoke you myself. You dickhead. You prick, bro.
Wow.
You fucking dumb. You fucking little mug.
Wow.
Yeah, you're damn right. Wow. Teach you a lesson next time you're fucking talking to your mug.
Well, that was an unexpected turn of events. Listen, hey guys, welcome to Little Black Button 91. We're talking to you guys about women's privilege. And it's funny because actually this topic came up behind After Dark. So the reason why this is coming on is because on the After Dark, I had a conversation with Dahlia, Trey, and Hashim as well, and our boy Sean, and we were just talking, having a conversation, and this thing came up, and I started writing notes about. I remember a few situations that I've been, one or two situations that I've been in where the woman gets into the face of a man, and then something mad happens, and we were talking behind the scenes after dark, and I was thinking about how I feel like sometimes women do take advantage of knowing that the man can't do anything, or rather I should say shouldn't do anything, right? And then literally I came across this video just the other day. It's trending, and I was like, wait. This is exactly what I was just talking about with the crew behind the scenes in After Dark. There are times where sometimes, not all women, this is some, but understanding that some women use that privilege of the society's rules, society's rules about how men shouldn't hit women. And I agree that men should not, because we are the stronger sex. But what I don't want to see is you getting in my face, provoking me, trying to get me to a place where I do have to do something. Like, look, as men, if we did what she did, that's going to turn to a fight, right? If a man done what she just did, that's going to turn into a fight. And so I wanted to talk about this aspect of, privilege that women do have in this area, right? And I say this because, like, I was in a situation, and I spoke to a friend about it, where, I told her, I said, listen, look, you can't do that again. You can't do a situation where you start arguing with a man, you insult him, and then you think that if he's now going to get angry and vexed and get off his bike, you're not going to start calling him woman beater or calling him a different name, or, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that. When you're dealing with men, you have to understand, when you do certain movements, when you do certain things, as men, when we do that, it turns into a fight. Do you think because you're a woman that's not going to turn into a fight? It doesn't work like that. You have to understand what you're dealing with. And I think this is very important for both parties to understand, because I think this is becoming all too common, right? Not as common, but it's become all too common. And listen, I've seen some wickedest things happen to women when these men don't give a hoots. Like, this man here was being very respectful, but there's some men out there who do not care, and the full force of a man comes upon that woman. It's not now we're going to start screaming men shouldn't hit women. At that point, you need to be getting out of that place. You know what I mean? But we're going to talk a lot about that in the video as well. So if you're new to the channel, like it, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of uploads. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you like it. Listen, there's 7 people of you guys in this. I need you guys to like it. I'm gonna start holding you guys accountable. Start liking the live, okay? Because you're helping my analytics. Okay, we gotta move together in 2023. I need all 46, 47, 48, 49 now climbing. I need you all to like this live. Get your mouse and click on the live. If you're on your phone, press the like button on the phone. Okay, I need you to press the like button. Let's get it up. Get it up, get it up, get it up. Okay. All right. Let's get into some real conversation. I'm gonna play the video from the very beginning so you actually see a bit of more context of what happened. Because it was a bit of a mad thing as well. So let's get into the video and let's play.
Wait, can I do a thing on the average thing real quick? Because we were talking about that for real.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah, can I add after you one bit I was going to say?
Okay.
Well, it's not my show, so whatever. Yeah, whatever's allowed. Okay. So what the
Pause. I want to just pause it here, right? I know it doesn't seem like much, but this is very important, okay? Look, literally what he just said is very important because when he says, yeah, okay, I want to add about the average part, right? Then the person who's speaking is actually a lady that's about to get into a frenzy. She says, can I add after? And he says, it's not my show, so you have to ask the host. This is really important because what's about to transpire is because of the fact that she couldn't talk. So he immediately tells her, listen, hey, it's not my show. So if you're saying you want to talk after me, you got to let the host know. The host has determination of who gets to speak first. I think that's fair. Okay, cool. Let's play.
The reason why when somebody calls somebody average, that's usually perceived to be an insult, right? I think we hear it that way, we give it that way. Nobody's ever told somebody that their average is like a nice thing to say to somebody. Now we can say that like, oh, well, average is most people are average, kind of, but also not really, right? If you look at like an average person has 1.9 legs because some people are missing legs, but no human has 1.9 legs. You either have 2 or 1, right? When we look at who we are as people, there are some things that we excel at, and there are some things that we don't do anything at. So I think that's why we never feel average, right? Because we're above average, hopefully, at whatever our competency is in. So when you say that somebody's average, it's always going to be perceived as an insult. So I'm sure that Camilla or anybody else, you guys all had crazy degree. You guys are all more educated than I am, right? I'm sure that on a whole, you might be an average person, but you're not going to perceive yourself that way because you push yourself forward in some areas that make you not average, and hopefully you're looking for other people that plug into those above average areas.
You know what? Can I just add a comment that was made towards me being average? I just want to say, it's not about even my degree, you know. It's not about my master's. It's about what I've overcome and achieved in this life that makes me a survivor and above average. I have been homeless on the street, and I'm sitting here today and not representing that. My struggle, my success makes me above average. And nobody can't tell me that I'm not. Because if that's what I need to tell myself to get up in the morning and do my shit, that's what's going to happen.
That's all well and good.
Okay, can I add say that, please?
That's all well and good.
Yeah, one second, I did want to say something.
Hold on, bro. Like, hold on, bro.
No, listen. One second. Listen. Let me. One sec.
No, it's not your show. Shut up. Stop.
Don't listen. I never disrespect you. Do not disrespect me because I will not tolerate disrespect from no one. I'm not them, bro. I'm not. You disrespected me, so I got a reason. Don't talk to me like that, bro.
Stop. I just told you to stop. I just told you to stop talking.
Guys,
I was going to give you a chance, but you can't. Come on. Wow. 30 seconds.
Okay, so you saw what happened there, right? So literally, so mad, as literally, you know, he, of course, he jumped the queue, quote unquote, jumped the queue. Okay, and he starts talking, and then she's like, "No, I said I wanted to talk next." Right? And he obviously then says, "Listen, you've been talking a lot, bro. So just chill, bro. It's not a big thing, bro. You know what I mean?" And that is what causes a trigger, and that's when you realize that's the bro is not what caused a trigger. You already have an issue with this gentleman, all right? I don't want to say you have an issue with men per se, but you have an issue with this gentleman, right? So you have an issue with this gentleman, and this moment was the trigger point for you to move mad. Okay, that was all, right? Because even though he might have jumped the queue, whatever, the host is actually telling you to chill. And then she's going to give it over to him. And this is what's going to cause the madness. Let's listen.
Let's go. Wow. 30 seconds. And then you... 30.
So as you just heard her say, 30 seconds, she says to the guy, which is King Riches, you can have 30 seconds. As soon as you're done, you can go next. But she's still going to go off in the background. Listen what's going to happen.
She
Seconds.
just can't stop talking.
Go.
Can't stop.
Go.
Anyway, I can't remember. She just threw me off.
Okay,
I can't remember.
Okay,
It was just so funny.
Okay. Okay.
Like I don't know what's going on. In
We were
this
talking about
podcast. It's
average. We were talking about being
like-
average.
All right,
Like, it was an average conversation. It was an average conversation.
Guys,
Pearl doesn't do well with violence like this. You can tell by her face and everything. She ain't really you can tell that she's not about that life. You know what I mean? She doesn't like this kind of stuff. She doesn't do well because you can tell by her facial expression. If you look at her facial expressions, just look. Pearl is suffering out here. I'll be honest with you. As much as Pearl be giving out these talking points, which I don't believe she believes half of the points she says.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can tell,
I
look,
don't know what's going
it's not
on.
personal.
We were talking about average. We were talking about being average.
all right, guys,
It was an average conversation. It was an average conversation.
Guys,
All right, cool.
guys.
What was it?
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Guys.
No. Stop.
Listen, guys.
Guys.
The
She does
mics are
not
off.
do well with conflict at all, bruv. Pearl's like, and I'm not even trying to even shoot her, but it tells me something when it comes to altercations. How does she feel? How does she handle those kind of things? This isn't her MO. Altercations are not her MO. That's not her thing. Like, it got to a point where she's just like, you know what? Yeah. Right? So I can understand not everyone is good at that. So this is why obviously the guys doesn't work. All right. But we're gonna play some more. All right, cool.
Now,
Guys.
The girl on the right hand side, listen to the girl on the right with a dark red. It says, I'm not involved. Okay. The girl in white, Esther, pay attention to her because it's gonna get mad as well.
Guys.
Relax yourself, bro.
yo. All right, guys. Okay.
Now, of course, she wants to. Okay, and here's my thing, right? So obviously, the girl in the middle, who's in red or whatever, she's telling him to relax yourself, bro. Did you notice how she even called the guy bro? But the reason why she's pissed off is because she got called bro. What are you really angry about? It's not the bro, right? If you listen again, just listen very carefully. You'll hear it, right? Her anger isn't, and this is why you can see when people are not angry about the right thing.
All right, cool.
Guys.
What was it?
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Guys.
No. Stop.
Listen, guys.
Guys.
The mics are off now.
Guys.
Relax yourself, bro.
Yo. All right, guys. Okay. All right. Thank you.
She just called him bro. So what are we really mad about? We called him bro. So what are you really mad about? Because you just called him bro. Relax yourself, bro. All right. Like, what is the madness about? Okay. Like, it's not a big deal. If someone calls you bro, it is just the language he's using. What's good, bro? And he said, listen, allow it, bro. Listen, some people speak like that. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. He says that to everybody, like when he says bro, but you use the same language. That's the part I don't really get. So if you wanted to make your point, I get it. Listen, him calling you bro is annoying because I don't want to be called sis. Let me just be honest with you. I don't want to be called sis, right? So I understand that, right? But the next thing that comes out your mouth is sis. It's bro. Like, so the very thing you're vexed about, and because you didn't explain what you're vexed about in terms of the bro, why is it you don't want to be called bro? I don't know why you don't want to be called bro. So to be honest, you then calling him bro makes me feel like, well, then why are you vexed? If you explain it and say, listen, hey, I'm a woman. I don't want to be called bro. I'd rather you not call me bro, right? I wouldn't want to call you sis. Then I would understand where but you're just saying, don't call me bro. It's disrespectful. That's his language. He calls people bro, and bro in itself is not a negative term. Do you know what I mean? Otu said, when you call a girl bro, it reads as I'm not attractive enough to view as your woman. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, Lord of mercy. Okay, I guess so. I mean, I guess so. But hey, I don't know. I haven't really thought of it, but actually, maybe that's a good point. Maybe that is a good point. Maybe that is why she might have felt like it was disrespectful because he called her bro, but he called auntie bro. Auntie don't like bro either, so to be honest. You know what I mean? So yeah, that could be a good point. I never thought about that. That could be a good point. Never thought about that.
The first rule of the podcast: don't interrupt the host. Yeah, we're not going to tolerate that no more. If that happens, you gotta go. Thank you.
So pause right there. The person behind the camera says, if anybody interrupts the host once more, I'm going to let you know that you're going to have to go. Okay? All right? So that's the rules been set. Don't talk over the host. Next person that does it, you're going to be out of the place. Okay? Listen to this.
Yeah. Are we all
Okay.
cool with that?
Okay.
All right. Cool. Thank you. And
Okay.
no disrespectful stuff either. Thank you.
Okay. Wait.
Pearl, can I
Okay. No. Stop. Okay. Thank you.
So now, what's happened here is the young lady said, obviously, Pearl, can I say something? And Pearl said, listen, no. Stop. You're doing too much. Let me regulate my room. Let me get my room in order. Okay. All right. So
We're gonna go on to the next question. All right.
All right,
So,
you know what? I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect. This might be your platform, but
where was the disrespect? Where was the disrespect? How did you get from her telling you, listen, no, chill, like you're talking too much, to I'm not going to tolerate disrespect? That's what I told you. It was nothing to do. The bro isn't the biggest issue. The issue is you feel like you should have the platform to talk. It's not your show. They're telling you, listen, keep your mouth closed. Some people can't do that because they really believe that they should be able to have autonomy wherever they are. And unfortunately, that's not how it works, baby. That's not how it works. So now you're having this beef with Pearl. And look at this. Let's just go back. Listen, I don't like everything Pearl does. Don't get it twisted. But this didn't need, this didn't need this reaction.
No. Stop. Okay. Thank you. We're gonna go on to the next question. All right.
all right,
So-
you know what? I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect. This might be your platform, but respect people
Okay.
when they come on your platform.
Okay. Goodbye. Go. Okay. Because
What are you leaving for? What are we leaving for? What is the leaving for? Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving? There is no need to leave. Pearl told you, listen, hold up. We're moving to the next subject. We're done. That's it. We're finished. Right? We're moving on. Why then are you saying it's a disrespect and you're getting up and then saying I'm going to leave? That don't make no sense. You're feeling disrespect because she told you can't talk. It is the host's job to host a conversation, and sometimes you'll get cut off short. Sometimes you won't get to have your say. Sometimes you won't be able to talk too much. Sometimes you get a different allotted time to somebody else. It happens because we're human beings, but the host does what the host do. The host is in control of the conversation, and you can't fight the host because they're the host. It's their rules. Right? So, Pearl told her to leave after she said she wanted to leave herself first, which is just ridiculous. But okay, now it's at this point, right? She's gonna leave, right? Okay.
Listen, mind yourself, bro. You know what? I'm gonna rebound. I'm gonna rebound.
Okay.
I'm gonna rebound, bro.
Cool.
I'm gonna rebound.
Like,
Be
disrespected
careful when
you.
you talk to
I
people.
disrespected
You don't know
you.
who you're talking
How
to.
did I disrespect
Be
you?
careful.
How did I?
First thing you call me bro. Then he said,
I call everyone bro.
Yeah, don't
I have
call me
a show here and I call everyone
Don't
bro.
call me bro. Don't
So
call
that's
me
why
bro.
she's angry.
Listen,
You're
Now here's a part that I have to hold him accountable, right? Because he could have let this go easily. He really could have, right? He had a little tip. He was having little tidbits, a little snips, just there, like not I wouldn't say snips, but he was talking. He didn't need to. When she was leaving, he could have kept quiet and let her leave. But he said one little thing. She then said a little something. Then he said a little something back, and then she said something back a little bit, right? And then she gets annoyed. Okay, so there's a little bit of antagonization that he's doing there, right? And she's tripped. She's gone off on one, right? He could have just not said anything and just let it go, right? And so he tripped the wire of her. So now obviously she's gone on the floor. This is going to be a full-blown rant at this point, right? In the situation, right? So she gonna jump at it, right?
angry because I called you bro. I called the auntie bro and she's right next to me.
No, Auntie hates it. Auntie hates it.
Wow.
If you hear very clearly underneath, behind, you'll hear that Auntie said she hates being called bro. The auntie is not auntie is normally on the woman's side. I'll be normally on the men's side. I'll be honest with you. But if you hear it behind, you hear Auntie hates it, and she generally does hate it. She hates. I think she hates being called bro. That's not even a play. So she was on the side of that woman in terms of being called bro. She does not like being called bro. It is what it is. Like he's got to change the term he uses. Okay, at this point, right? Okay.
Auntie's told you long time. Auntie hates it.
If you heard again, very behind the scenes, once more again, Auntie says, Auntie's told you long time she hates it. Which means, bro, you've been told that she don't like being called bro. No, not this woman here. Auntie, you'll see Auntie in a minute. I'll show you a picture of Auntie. She'll come up because Auntie leaves as well. She doesn't like being called bro. Right? Doesn't like being called bro. Okay? So in this instance, okay. Now pause here. I don't like this. When it gets to this part, I don't care how he's antagonized you. All right. But when it gets to a point where someone says, when it comes to the streets, it's gonna be a madness. Right? If you start saying it's gonna come to the streets, we're not going into threats. Because we're not talking about how I'm gonna fight you. This is where I have an issue. Because of course, I believe he triggered her, I believe he antagonized her. And he knew, he saw her button, he pressed a little bit of the button as well, right? But she was angry not only at him, she was angry at Pearl too. So she was already hyped that day. It's got nothing just to do with him. She was hyped it seems like she was hyped the whole entire day because she came out Pearl too, right? But reality here in this situation, when you start saying it's going to come to the streets, we are going in a very dangerous place. You know, we're getting to a very dangerous place now because now we're saying you want to go toe to toe. We are not equal. And we need to not be doing this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be not doing this. And also, I always talk about this body language as well. Like, if a man stands up, the other man has to think about what's going to happen next. Because that's going to potentially be a fight. That body language is when somebody is about to start a fight. When someone stands up like that, it means that someone's starting to get a bit aggressive, a bit forward. It's going to become a problem. Okay? AEO, no, she's not mad that she ran through. Let's stop that. That's nonsense.
Mind yourself. Yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right, bro. You're damn right. And I'm going to see how fucked out you are. Yeah?
Right. Okay.
Disrespect. Because I called everyone bro.
Listen, don't call me bro. I don't know you.
So that's what you have to say, though. That's what you have to say.
You mug.
But that's what you have to say. You're just embarrassing yourself.
I'm embarrassing myself.
Do you know something, right? Do you know something?
So I want to pause it here. I want to say this as well, right? If a man is roaming up and down like this, yeah? If a man is roaming up and down like this, I remember I spoke about this when Kenneth and Shorty's situation, right? I said, if a man roams up and down, it's the most dangerous thing to do. Because at that point, you're basically telling us you're about to get yourself ready for a fight, right? Okay. So at that point, when she's roaming up and down, okay, she's now taking I'll say this because I think like sometimes women do to this, not all women, some take advantage of the fact that he's not going to get up. Because if he gets up now, I can guarantee you everyone in that room goes, no, because they know exactly what's about to happen, right? As soon as she got up and she's roaming in and out and she gets up to, I would expect the other woman to say, listen, babe, you need to chill, right? The women are no different to men. See, this is why I say about people, we complain about how men always not be accountable and hold men accountable when they do mad things. Not one woman in that room stood up and said, listen, hey, like, chill, babe. Like, you're roaming up and down. It can look like he can get into a ruckus. If he stands up now, I can guarantee you, women are going to be like, oh my God, he's about to stand up. You know what's going to happen? Why not? But because we give privilege to women in this instance, because we believe they can't do no damage. She could do some damage. We don't know what she could do, right? We don't know what she can do, but we're not equal, so I understand that, right? But it's just showing that privilege that sometimes you do have. Because in that space, when you get up and you start pacing up and down and calling me F-blinds, you are inciting violence. If you tell me you want to come to the streets, you're telling me that you're about to do me something, I'm about to look at you like, what? Oh, is that what we're on? Is that what we're on? She understood the fact that she could do this and she can get away with it. And this is my issue in this instance. So I'm not saying about he's not culpable. He's very much culpable. If you mess around, you find out. But don't take advantage of the fact that somebody's not going to get up because they know that, you know what, if I get up in front of if I get up to a woman, it's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? Like, of course, we know, but it's a madness in the dunya. Do you know what I mean? It's a madness in the dunya. Don't take advantage of the fact that I'm not going to get up because I know that as a man, I can't get up. If I do, it's going to be a madness. You know what I mean? I will be looked at as the aggressor. Not one woman in that room said anything. Because women are just as bad as the men. When they see something like that happening, nobody wants to say anything. Right? She's gonna come back in though. And then he says, yeah, then that's true. There's an underlying threat of violence amongst men doing that. But between men and women, the situation 9 out of 10 won't favor a man. Absolutely. It won't. So he can't get up. That's what I'm saying. If he gets up, it's not going to. This is on live YouTube. He gets up, he gonna be in trouble. Right? If he gets up, it's not gonna work for him. Which is why I said she took advantage of the situation, because she knows this. Right? Unless he's on demon time. But
Right. Excuse me. What's your name? Hello, young lady. What's your name?
okay, this is Auntie for you guys who don't know. This is Auntie, right? Auntie has said she doesn't like being called bro by him, and she's told him as well. So, she has every right.
T, do you know what I'm gonna do for the first time ever? I'm gonna fucking follow you. See you later.
Jesus.
But now she feels like she's got her party, like someone else was following her, the disrespect. Now she's going back again to Pearl. Instead of just leaving, she goes back again to Pearl to want to say something, right? She want to go back in there and say something again. Pearl, you see? And it's like, baby, just leave. Baby, just leave. And what I'm saying is, why did none of the women stand up and help usher her out and say, this is look, you're going to get into a particular, right? Because women, and that's what I said, because women are just like the men too when it comes to holding people accountable when these situations happen. Men don't do it, women don't do it, right? It takes a good man, it takes a good woman to get involved and say, hey, look, just chill, you go outside and whatever. Right? So, and this is AEO just said it right there, right? As men, and as men, we know, hey, I can do certain things, but if I start standing up and start remonstrating at the man, he's gonna have an idea that he needs to get up and he's gonna start remonstrating at me, and we could potentially get into a fight. It's gonna be a violence thing. But because she knows that, you know what, the cameras are there, people are watching, he wouldn't dare get up and try and get in my face and fight me. Because do you know what I'm saying? You're taking advantage of that situation. As men, we can't do that because it will end in violence. It will end in violence.
Asked to speak before him.
Okay. Look at your issue. Stop. You're doing it again. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay.
Why are you making this?
Blessing.
Because you're a mum. That's why you're a fucking mum, bro.
Oh my.
You're lucky we're in there. I'll smoke you myself. You dickhead.
So we've had your mug. You're effing lucky. I would have smoked you myself. We're issuing threats? I find this behavior disgusting. Personally, I find it disgusting. I'll be honest with you. As a man, you can't get away with that. And I understand, because you know what? As a man, we're stronger, right? But you don't get to then use the fact that I may be stronger and think you can prod and poke me and say you want to actually you want to fight, man. And it's just too much. You walked out, you've walked back in. You've walked out, you've walked back in again. And it's like, oh, cuzzy.
Wow.
You fucking dumb. You fucking little mug.
Wow.
Yeah, damn right. Wow. Teach you a lesson.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something as well. Something that people don't realize as well, right? I know he's sitting there and I know he's pissed. See, because the disrespect, yeah, for us as men, when it comes to situations with women like this, is you are taking advantage of the situation. You're cussing me out, you're insulting me, and then you're also threatening me. And as a man, our ego at this point in time is being triggered. See, it's easy to say, oh, she's getting triggered, so that's why she's doing what she's doing. I'm getting triggered. And my next move could be mad. But again, I always say this, with great power comes great responsibility. This is where we as men have to hold our responsibility. But you beginning to trigger me, right? This is why he probably couldn't keep quiet, because that's his way of actually kind of saying something and be like, you know what, I ain't gonna get up, but you ain't gonna let me, you know? I ain't gonna let you do me. But I can tell you, it is the heat he's feeling right in that moment. Yeah. He's, as a man, I know your ego is literally stretching at that point in time, because you're like, wait, hold on a minute, how dare you get up and threatening me, man? Men don't even do. I think this is what even that frustrates men too. It's like, men don't even do this to me, and you are doing this to me. What the hell? I didn't even threaten you. I didn't even do any of this to you, but you getting so irate that you want to get and point your finger in my face. Man, don't even do that to me. How more or less? Why would you think you can do that to me? Right? That's how us men are actually thinking. It's like, wait, hold a minute. Hold the frick up. I don't think you see the size of me. I don't think you know the strength of me. And you think you are going to what? Stand there remonstrating over me? The pride and the ego of us as men is his. I know his ego is doing. His brain is like, you know what I mean? So as she's coming forward, she's actually, what she's signaling is, and this is language as men as we know, if you come forward like that, what you're really saying is, you ready? You ready? You ready? Right? Once the argument gets to a point where you now physically use your body to impede the spaces. Trey said, do you understand? Mm.
The next time you're fucking talking to your mug. Young lady, mug. I'm gonna see how gangster you are out here. I'm gonna hit you up. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit you up, bro.
This is live right now. This is live right now. Wow. That's mad.
I'll see you soon, bro.
Shut your mouth. Let's go.
You need to stop inviting people on here and disrespecting them because you think
You keep over.
She's still here.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
Back
Get
again.
out. Get out.
Oh. How many bodies you got, bitch?
Oh my God. Get out. Get out. Get the fuck out of my apartment. Get out. Oh my.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. Can I just, for my own safety, who are we allowed to call bro here, and who are we not allowed to call bro? I just want to know.
Get the fuck out. Lock the door. Blessing, go lock the other side too. Blessing, lock the fuck.
Bruh. At this point, I'm sorry. At this point, you're doing too much. Girl had time to go out, come back in, go out, come back in, go out, and come back in 3 times. You had time to go back in. I don't care how triggered you are. I don't care what he said. You are doing the most at that point in time. You are doing the most at that time. You do the most. Now, of course, when I was younger, I did some mad things. You know what I mean? When I was younger, I did some mad things. I've got into, a couple of scraps with both men and women, but yeah, because sometimes you get in scrap with women. When I was younger, fam, everybody was getting it. Do you know what I mean? Both men and women. Do you know what I mean? Boys and girls. We do stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? But as grown-ups, adults, I'm like, yo, this doesn't make sense for me. Like, and I don't like disrespect. You understand? I don't like the fact you can get into my face like that as well. But it's like you come back 3 times, babe. She said, for those who don't know English slang, she said, listen, let me catch you on the rebound. Basically, what that means is, let me catch you again out there. Okay, let me catch you when you're out there. Okay, on the rebound means let me catch you on when I'm out there, bro. Watch when I catch you out there. When I bump into you again, all right, cool. Watch what happens. Okay, that's what she's basically saying. And then she asked him how many bodies he has. Baby, are you telling me you gangster like this? You got bodies? Bodies? Seriously? Bodies? That's what it is. She said, catch me outside, basically. That's exactly what it is. Catch me outside is basically what it is. Exactly what you're talking about. Okay, let's fast forward it because the situation gets... let's go to here.
Survived the purge. I don't think I've been on a fresh and fish.
We made it.
That's
So
funny.
I want to point.
Literally can't believe that happened.
I want to point out
No,
what you
it's the
said.
TV.
You said Africa is the best, but Nigeria is the best.
I'm Nigerian.
Oh,
I mean,
But
I think
she was ready for
why were you saying you want to
go?
go South Africa so bad?
I think-
Because the top producer is South African. That's the reason.
I mean, I think.
Oh, I thought you were
on
South
this
African.
podcast,
I'm not
person,
South African.
we
Why
know
are
who's
you
the
then?
worst, and that's white.
He's Zimbabwe.
White
You
people.
don't even know
Hey,
he's your friend.
hey, give me some white power.
No, I
But I just said that
was
because I just
crazy.
felt like some type of way of the way she addressed the whole I'm Caribbean and you're African and I'm gonna speak. Like I just it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like it's not
Yeah.
that deep. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't
It's-
really understand why she left.
Caribbeans
It
do that a lot to Africans, though. They think that they're better than Africans because they
I'm not
came
saying,
It's
here.
very much
I'm
the
not
way
saying
right
anything, but there's a lot of tension in that respect. But I just feel
yeah.
like obviously, bruh, at the end of the day, if you're really gonna take that as like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave. I mean, that's up to you, innit? And I think, and anyone watching, anyone that's ever watched a video with me, or we do the podcast with the girls, I call everyone bro, everybody bro. It's not I'm especially being
I don't-
disrespectful to anyone.
I don't think you meant it like that, and I don't know. We're just gonna move on.
I don't-
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
But
what
I
is,
think
like-
you should
Look at
try and listen to people, though.
I
I do think.
guys,
Let's not relitigate the whole thing.
I'm just saying because obviously two people.
Esther, you need to
Okay.
listen. You need to listen. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna close out the show. So any final thoughts? Please, 30 seconds or less.
Okay, I need you to pay attention to what happens here. Okay, so look, right there, she says, obviously, we're gonna close out the show. We're gonna close out the show. We're gonna close out the show, and we're gonna end it there. You know what I mean? Okay, all right. This is what's gonna happen.
And you can plug in your social media where they can find you, whatever. So starting here and then go around.
Ooh, final thoughts. No, can we go start on this side? I need to think about it.
Fine. Michael, do you want to start?
All right, big up to me. Nah, listen, King Rich is on YouTube. Go check out my channel. We got podcasts over there. We got shows, podcasts, reaction videos, everything. Yeah, go check out the channel. And what's my final thoughts? Yeah, maybe I should stop calling people bro, but it's just the way I speak. It's not me trying to especially be disrespectful. If you take it disrespectfully, sorry, innit? Like, but that's just how I speak, innit? Don't take it as a deep thing. I don't think I deserve to get sliced up for it, but that's what some people think. But it's
Sliced
cool,
up
innit?
is
Good luck on the streets tonight.
Yeah.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, Destiny.
Yeah, big ups to Pearl for hosting this great show. You can find me at youtube.com/Destiny. That's all I got.
Pearl, stop saying Esther. You need to listen. It
Yes, you
actually
do,
is quite
because
disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
Stop
to
doing
not-
that.
Everything's disrespectful these days.
But it is.
It's disrespectful.
Jesus Christ.
Esther,
Wow.
it's disrespectful to not to overtalk a host on someone
Okay,
else's
if I'm like,
show.
Per, I'm talking. You need to listen.
Esther, because you talk.
But Per,
for like
I'm talking.
You talk,
It's my time
you
to talk.
you
It's my
the
time to
whole
talk.
time.
How does that feel?
You talk the whole Esther.
How does that feel?
Esther,
Oh,
okay.
Per,
You know what,
Per,
mute
but
her
this
mic,
my
mute her
time.
mic.
It's
You know
my
what,
turn to speak.
Okay,
See,
I'm gonna give
it's
you no
not
time.
nice.
I'm gonna
It's
give you.
not
I'm gonna
nice.
give you no time. I'm gonna give you no
it's not
time.
nice.
All right, your
You
turn.
can
Go.
be the host,
Go. Your turn.
but
Your
just
turn. Okay, then get.
Stop.
Esther, go. Esther,
Maybe we didn't all survive.
Then get out.
Yeah, maybe we didn't. Maybe.
Stop. Then get out. Okay. Then get out. Then get. I'm so tired. Esther. Then get out. Then Esther. I don't care. Esther. Esther. Because you are being rude. Esther, go. Get out. Get out. Esther, get out. Get out. Get out of my apartment. Get out. Get out. No, get out. Get out.
I'm not gonna do that.
At this point in conjuncture, I just want to say, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. However you feel about Pearl, however we don't like Pearl for the fact that she appropriates some of our culture, you know you've come onto her platform. She is the host. Whether you like it or not, if she tells you to keep, you have to keep quiet, you must keep quiet. She never said shut up. She said stop. Keep quiet. Right? It was in a very respectful manner. I can say that straight. Okay? So why are you not listening? You wanted to make a point about disrespect and ended up being disrespectful. Right? You made a point about disrespect and ended up being disrespectful yourself. And now she's telling you to leave her house. You're telling her, I'm not going anywhere. Hey. Yep. 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 Otu, that's why we do these live panels. Like that's why we do these kind of YouTube better. Because I can't be dealing with this. You know what I mean? I can't be dealing with this. That's why the YouTube is beautiful. Because as soon as someone goes out of pocket, click off. You're out of here. You know what I mean? You're out of here. You know, so at that point in time, at that point in time, you lost me, right? Now I get it. You want to make a point that that she cuts you off, but that is what hosts do. And of course, she's going to be a little bit biased. So yeah, she's going to cut people off, but you can't allow yourself to fall prey to have these type of reactions. This is what we need to understand, especially as Black people. You can't allow yourself to fall prey to this tactic. If you feel she's cutting you off prematurely and not letting you speak, you let her know gently, but you try to prove a point. And listen, trying to outdo the master in his own home never ends well. Never ends well. Never ends well. Never ends well. Right? Never ends well. You just have to and I'm not saying you can't say anything. I'm saying wait till after the show is done, after the stream is done, and let her know, like, hey, look, I just felt like when you was doing XYZ, I felt like it was a little bit disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But you don't realize that you think you have power on somebody else's show. You're not on your show. You're on their show, which means they run the rules, whether I like it or not. You know what I'm saying? And I think Pearl was I think she was complimentary. She could have been so much more worse. I think so, right? Let's listen again, just quickly.
Esther. Because you are being rude.
And now she even called Just Pearl a child.
Esther, go. Get out. Get the Esther, get out. Get out. Get out of my apartment. Get out.
She's pissed
Get
now.
out. No, get out.
It's one too many.
I'm not gonna do that. Anywho,
Esther, no, you're.
I get it. Esther, I get this point. At this point, Just Paul, at this point, at this point, let's be honest. She's been disrespectful. And I have no qualms of Just Paul saying get out. I have none. You're not gonna come on somebody's platform. I just don't think people understand. You can't come to my house and make the rules up. It's disrespectful. You can't come to my house and make rules up. That's disrespectful. If I tell you the rules are shoes are off when you get to the door, you don't get to tell me that's not what I'm doing today. It's my house. And there's a level of respect you have to have for that person. Do you see what I'm saying? When you're on someone's home turf, there's a level of respect you have to come with. So at that point, I understand why Just Paul was angry at this point, because it's like, not just you, the first girl, now you too. Hey, Otto, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Definitely.
Mike is muted. Get the fuck out of my apartment. Get out.
There you
Get
go.
out. You're gonna be disrespectful the whole goddamn show. Get out.
No.
Yeah, I'll call security. I'll literally call security.
Because that's very rude.
No, can you call
invite
security?
me
No,
onto
because you
your
are being
podcast.
rude. Because you are over talking me. Call security. Get her out.
Anyway, so you guys can follow me at Sophie.joyx on Instagram. I'm going to be doing a lot more podcasts and political media stuff. And yeah, I hope to. This is a lot of fun. And yeah, can't wait to do more.
Olga said, I know it's awkward, but let me plug myself just in case the show ends early and prematurely because I need to get what I need to get out.
Oh my God.
No, I want to.
No, it's fine.
I want to. No, because it's not
No.
fair. I'm so sorry. You don't invite me into your house and then try to disrespect me by kicking me out. I am sorry. I'm going to have my voice. So if we're going to be here,
You're going to have your voice in my house. Wait, hold on. You're going to have your voice in my house. My friend, it's my house. You know what I mean? It is my house. Get the freak out. Okay? You know, like, yo, I'm going to have my voice. No, you're not. Get out. The mute is muted. It's muted. Get out. Okay? I need you to go. Okay? I need you to go. Be out, be gone. Okay, sis? You've had your time.
We're not going to do that. That is very disrespectful. And that is that.
You can put her.
No, that's the ultimate disrespect. How dare you invite me to your house and then try to kick me out because I'm trying to tell you how I feel about how you're treating me.
You're just embarrassing.
I'm not embarrassing myself. It's just so rude. It really is.
I'm actually trying to help you out here. Just allow it.
But can I just say one last thing? Can I just say one last thing?
You're saying it already.
What? Like, yo. You want to say one last? Nah, come on, man. Nah. Yeah, you can't do that in my crib up. You can't do that in my cribble. Can't do that on my platform and think you can run things there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this doesn't make sense. You can't come on somebody's platform, their show, and do this, what you're doing. This is not cool. Maybe. She likes Destiny. She really does. She says she watches Destiny's show and stuff and watches Destiny's stuff. So you know. So I said Pearl's still gonna invite her again. Probably.
Okay.
Headphones.
I mean, them thighs are looking good though. Can't lie to you. Them thighs are looking healthy. The thighs are looking very healthy. Now you're doing a walk of shame for what? Okay. So she actually did a video after. So I want to show you the video after. There was a video that she did after concerning what she said. So let me see if I can get a video for you guys because she talks about the situation. So, Chile. I mean, I was just like, what is going on around there? Cause there we go. Here we go. Okay.
You, babe. Then yeah, I'm telling you, it's quite America. So me and Pearl, we don't get on. However, I am able to put my disdain aside for entertainment purpose. Pearl reached out to me. Esther, we've got Destiny coming on. We would like you to come on. I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the disrespect that Pearl has, so I wasn't gonna do it. But I spoke to my friends. I spoke to like people in the entertainment industry. They're like, do you know what? You should do it. And you know what? It makes sense. In terms of my career, I should be able to deal with people, even if I don't agree with them.
Let's pause right there. Sis, if you know that you need to get on with people who you don't get on with in the industry, I need you, okay, all right? I need you to understand that the way you just behaved didn't do what you're supposed to do, okay, all right? It didn't do what you wanted to do, okay, all right? So, unfortunately, sis, you have not passed the test of being able to just situate yourself with people who can actually disagree with you. That's what I'm going to say, all right?
As long as I can nicely tell you, you are being disrespectful. But I've never witnessed this in my life. I am not a rude person. Like, I'm not a person to go and smoke with people. Unless you are rude, then I will call you out. So I'm talking the whole podcast. Pearl keeps going. Esther, you need to learn to listen. Esther, you overtalk everybody. Esther, I'm thinking, if you don't want me to fucking speak, why did you invite me on this podcast? So I said to her, Pearl, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. You just need to learn to be a bit more respectful to people. Even if you don't like the stuff they're saying, don't be saying things like, oh, you need to learn to listen. Esther, you overtalk everyone. Just learn to speak to people. That's all I said. I wasn't even on smoke. That's the thing. I'm not an angry person. Like, I was literally just like, please. And I did the same thing. To, what's his name? King Riches. When King Riches pissed off that girl, I said, King Riches, you need to just take accountability and just calm down, stop getting pissed off, and actually just listen to people. If you're triggering people, just listen, stop triggering people. Just be a bit more respectful. That's it. I'm all about just respecting people. So that's exactly what I done with Pearl. I just said, just like I said to King Riches, if you're saying things that upsets people, just stop it. And I said to Pearl, right now, the patronizing things you keep saying is very disrespectful. I don't like it. You invite me to your podcast, and I'm telling you, it's quite disrespectful. I don't like it. Please, can you stop doing that? Now, this girl's telling me, get the fuck out of my house. It hurt me. Oh my God.
Let's pause it. This is why people get in trouble, right? She ain't tell the whole story. She didn't tell you the whole story because she told you to keep quiet and you kept on going and you kept on going and you kept on going. She told you to keep quiet, you kept on going, Okay? And then she told you then, okay, then if you don't like it, you can leave. And you said no. You go and sit there. And then she told you to get the F out. Okay? It didn't go straight to the F. The F was later on. It was one time and it was later on. It was one time she said get the F and it was later on. Sis, what you're not gonna do is now, because this is how, I love us black people. Sometimes we put out the black card. I won't even put out a black card. Because this situation here, sis, you should just got out of the house. You should have done what the girl in red did, but I mean, she took too long. But, let's not do that. Okay? Let's not do that. Right? Sis, she told you to get out 1 or 2 times first. You said you're not getting out. You said you're not getting out. And then she told you to get the F out. The disrespect started from you not trying to leave the yard, blood. Yeah? When you don't want to leave the yard, yeah. Okay?
God, they hold me. She said, get the fuck out of my house. That girl. It's like I should just contact Baba right now. Like I should just contact Baba. Like, Baba, I can't deal with that girl. Because I am so fucking angry. How dare you? Oh, no, honestly, I'm actually so pissed.
I can't defend my people on this one. I'll be honest with you. I can't defend you.
Someone will teach her a lesson. I feel like someone needs to teach her a lesson. I feel like we need to come up with a plan because that's fucking out of order. I'm so sorry.
For what? What? Whoa. What mean? Set up a plan to teach her a lesson. You acting like this is... Teach her. What you need to do is be intellectual and debate her intellectually, right? If you notice something about Pearl, this is what I've noticed about Pearl. When she doesn't know what she's talking about, she says, I don't know. I don't know. That's where you get her. You talk about someone teach her a lesson. This ain't going to be it. You need to be debating her on an intellectual level. When Destiny's talking to her, he talks on an intellectual level. Pearl will continue to, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's what she does. She did it with Hafiz. I've seen her do it with Destiny. I saw her doing it on a podcast with Destiny, Value Entertainment, and another guy or whatever. When she doesn't know what she's talking about, right? When it gets too deep, she goes, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, I just think that did it. And she'll tell you some non-deep response and say, I don't know. So I don't understand why you need to teach her a lesson. Just debate her with intellectual. That is it. Simple. But if you want someone to teach you a lesson, what? Mm-mm.
Oh, you guys are still here, you okay? Yeah. Come.
Nah, this is
You guys
where it
come
gets
say
it.
something. Can you talk about what happened in there?
It was crazy, child.
Can you guys say your honest feedback as to what happened in there?
I had a lot of fun. It was hilarious.
No, talk
She
about
wants
that
to feedback about her
scenario.
getting kicked off.
Yeah, me getting kicked off. Please, can you comment on that? Because I'm actually feeling, do I have a right to be annoyed?
I think that the biggest problem is when the host is talking, if you keep talking over, the show kind of like descends into chaos. I think that was the issue she was running into.
Pause. Yeah, Destiny just told us what happened. So you were overtalking the host. Host is telling you to keep quiet, and you don't do it. All right? He told you. Yeah? Yeah, the jacket's hard. I can't lie to you. Destiny's jacket's hard. I can't lie to you. Destiny's a vibe. I love watching his content. He's a vibe. I can't hate on the brother, right? And he just told us straight, listen, I think the problem is you talking over the host, you know, and everything as well. Yeah. Man coming out looking like Inspector Gadget in the jacket, you know what I mean? What do you want me to do? Like, he's like, listen, he is looking like Inspector Gadget. That coat is Inspector Gadget.
So was it just me talking about people?
No, there were a few people. It wasn't just you. I think everybody's trying to get away with it.
But everybody, that's what you do on a podcast. You speak.
Well, yeah, but if you keep talking about the host, everything falls apart.
That's what everybody did.
Yeah, and they all got kicked out. It's not like 5 people left.
Again, he told her, listen, look, hey, everybody was over talking her. You're right, but everybody got kicked out. So what you complaining for? Okay, all right. You say that obviously everybody was over talking the host. You're right, and those people got kicked out, and you're one of them. So what do you? She's trying to vie for someone to buy on her side, and there's nobody on your side because you were disrespectful, sis.
Yeah, but no. King Richard was talking over people. At some point, you were speaking of.
I think King Richard was quiet most of the podcast. I was quiet for quite a bit, and I had my thing time.
Not Destiny defending King Richards, not Destiny correcting her and saying King Richards was kind of quiet the whole podcast. There you go. Which also proves what King Richards said earlier on. Listen, I don't rock with King Richards and just Pearl and them people there because they have very biased views, and I don't believe they talk about nuance very. Don't get it twisted. But he said himself he was quiet, and the other girl was wilding, the girl in red. Now Destiny has even come out and said, "Do you know what? He was even quiet the whole podcast, to be honest." So what King Richards said was actually true. And so now you're looking for support, and he said, in the most polite, and do you know what? Destiny does it in the most politest manner as well, with a little laugh and chuckle at the end as well, which is why I love seeing that as well. All right.
Even Auntie was talking a lot, but she wasn't talking over people. I think that the main issue is that this would be my advice for shows, is that a lot of people talk over a lot of people, but when the host starts talking, you gotta chill. Because if you talk over the host too much, that'll get you kicked off almost anything, I think. That's usually
beautiful explained there by Destiny. If you overtalk the host, you gonna get in trouble. Overtalking people is not a problem. Overtalking the host, though, gonna get you kicked out. Because they're the host, baby. It's ethics. It's ethics, FEX. It's FEX, okay? Baby, it's FEX. And I need you to understand that when it's FEX, you don't have to overtalk the host. It's a very simple thing.
People. So even if you see a lot of people talking over each other, when the host starts talking, you gotta chill. Otherwise, yeah, I think shit gets fucked for that. That's just what I've seen on shows.
So do you think I was in the wrong in that situation?
I think so, just because it was her podcast and it's her house. There's a certain, sometimes she does have the right to talk over because she's the host.
No, I'm not saying
No, sis. No. You asked the question and old girl answered it for you. Don't try to rephrase it now. Let's go back.
So do you think I was in the wrong in that situation?
I think so.
Pause. Do you think I was wrong in that situation? Yes, I think so. She said, I think so. And then she goes on to answer it.
Just because it was her podcast and it's her house, there's a certain, sometimes she does have the right to talk over because she's the host.
No, I'm not saying, no.
And I heard what you were saying, but
my point is, I just said, Pearl, you need to stop saying things like.
No one's backing you, sis. No matter how much you tell this story, nobody's backing you, sis. Okay? Even your fellow person's not backing you. Okay? Sis, at this point, you need to listen. So what Pearl said is absolutely right. You need to listen. Because you're talking and you're not making sense. You need to listen. Two people, one of your own fellow person, a fellow Naija, you understand? A fellow Naija by your side has told you also, yeah, sis, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what? You shouldn't have done that. You spoke over the host. What more do you want? What more do you want, sis? What more do you want? But again, this is not a picture of all women. This is a picture of a very minute spectrum of women who do this. So anybody out there, especially if any man is watching this video, I don't want you to be going into a mindset of thinking, this is what all women do. All women don't listen. All women don't. I don't want to hear you saying that. I need you to understand this is a microcosm. This is a very small, minute pocket of people that do this, who can't listen, who can't be have educated conversations, who don't get on with people very well, right? Yes, you've seen two women on a podcast, but look, if they keep getting the same type of people, they're doing the same thing that white people do to black people on media when they purposely portray certain stories only so that they can always put on a particular imagery of those people. And in this case, I want to make it very clear for any man out there, this is a small, minute type of woman. This is not the majority. Don't get it into your head like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, women are like this. Listen, no. This is a minute group of women who are a section of people who do this. They're not the majority. They're minute. Okay? A smaller pocket. Don't fall into the trap. Okay, don't fall into the trap. Don't do it. Okay?
Wait, you need to learn to listen. That is very patronizing.
It is, but it's her show.
So because it's her show, she can be disrespectful to people. Is that how you guys think
I think there was another way to go about it rather than it to turn into.
How can I have gone? I literally said it in a nice way. Pearl, please, can we stop saying, "Oh, Esther, you don't listen."
I think
how else can I have done that?
It's hard when the cameras are rolling and for her to, I'm not sure. It was very messy. But
I think if you have problems with the host, I think the best way to bring it up is afterwards.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
Yeah, but we've tried. Me and
But
Pearl,
if you do it on the show,
friends.
the host is always going to win. It's like fighting with the cops. You're never going to win at that point.
So you guys think just because she's the host, she can be disrespectful to people?
No, stop that conclusion. And he just gave you a great piece of advice. Talk after the show when the cameras are not rolling, right? But you want to be trying to correct her on her own show on camera. You're trying to power move, right? So no matter how light you said it, no matter how much you thought you said it so quietly, it was a power move. Okay, so I need you to be quiet and then say, listen, I'm hearing what you're saying. You know what? I could have said it later on. I could have said it after the show. I could have waited for the cameras to die down and then had a conversation with her. But you don't get on with Pearl already. So you and Pearl don't get on. You said this yourself. Before you got onto the show, you and Pearl did not get on.
In a way, yeah. Well, no. Yeah, she can be. And then at that point, you either leave or because it's their show. You're like in their kingdom. It's like their world.
You know what it is, because you know what Pearl is.
Are you guys listening to this? Because you are the host of a podcast, you can be disrespectful to people. Sorry, where does that make sense?
That makes sense. That's how it's like if you're in somebody else's house, they can be disrespectful to you.
It's like your boss at work. You're not gonna.
Oh yeah, your boss at work. Yeah. If you go into somebody else's house and they're like, I don't want you to do.
You invited me to your show.
Yeah, she's still not listening. Yeah, do you know what? Pearl was right. You don't listen. You don't listen. You're not listening. You're not listening to what they're saying to you. It's not about her being disrespectful per se. It's about the fact that, listen, when the host is talking, you don't get to talk. If she says be quiet, you have to be quiet. So when you're saying, this is what I'm saying, no, sis, listen, you know, and you're still trying to fight your cause. You believe you're justified. Remember I told you guys about this, about when people get emotionally aroused. All right, don't take that word out of context. Emotionally aroused, meaning when you spike up in your emotions, right? When your emotions are spiked up and you're heated, right? In that place, when people do certain things, they justify their actions because the emotion is the motivator, not the logic at that point in time, right? And so when you get emotionally aroused, you have to be very, very careful, because when you're in that state, okay, when you're in that state, you are thinking that all your actions are okay because the emotion is pushing for that narrative. You have to bring the emotional arousal down. Can't stay there. Otherwise, you end up in situations like this where they're telling you something and you're not listening. And they're telling you, listen, babe, you are wrong. You want to check? You want to challenge the host on her actual platform?
Disrespectful to her. I just said, Pearl, please, can you stop doing this whole Esther, you need to learn to listen. It's quite patronizing. That's all I said. What was I being disrespectful?
I don't think that was the problem. I think it was trying to talk over her for over and over and over again.
Yeah, but she was trying to talk over me as
Yeah, but
well.
she's the host. It's her show.
Oh, so it's okay. She can be disrespectful to me, and I'm supposed to stay there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Well, anyway, say bye to everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I'm gonna.
Bye.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was lovely meeting you.
Yeah.
I actually will. Do you know the reason? Like, listen, guys. This is the only reason I came here today. Because I watch his content here and I proper rate him. I was like, do you know what? Me and Pearl don't get on.
He's like, I
Like,
don't need
me and
his
her, we
endorsement.
had that little beef. But she told me Destiny's coming on. I would like you to come on. And that is the reason I fucking came today. Sorry. But yeah, thank you. I'm a fan. Okay.
My boy said, listen, you see how comfortable he was like, I don't need an endorsement from you. Not the way you behaving. I do not need an endorsement of how great you think I am, of me when you are behaving like this, scoundrelly. Yeah, he don't care about her. And I don't expect him to, because fam, your behavior shows that you would do that same thing to me then, if that's how you're gonna move like a host. You know what I mean? Nah, man. Yo, Elsa is true. Yeah, Elsa, that's true. She smelt blood. She did. She saw that the lion was wounded. Lioness was wounded. Let me get at it. Let me get at it while I can. All right.
So these people think just because I'm not the host, I can take disrespect. What do you guys think? Because I don't think so. I don't think anybody should be able to disrespect anybody. If you bring me to your house and you're disrespectful to me, no, it shouldn't run. Anyone's house, even if we're in the Queen's palace, the Queen should not disrespect me. I do not care where I am. Do not disrespect people. It is that simple. But anyways, I'm listening to what the other guys are saying. So they're saying just because it was Pearl's show, she can disrespect me.
That's not what I
don't
said.
agree with that. I definitely don't.
That's not what I said.
Where is this here? I see what those guys were saying here, but just like what the brother said, I'm on that brother's side who just come to the camera. Respect goes both ways, but I understand. I know how you are. Me and you are sort of the same. Like, if we hear something bullshit, we'll open our mouth and say it there and then, no holds bars. But sometimes you have to do this and wait to the end of the podcast and then pull her up. But at the same time,
that's what I did.
But at the same time, yeah, I feel say she had it in for you from day one. That's why she invited you to embarrass you. You get what I'm saying? So, end of the day, don't fuck with her. Don't go. If she tries to invite you to something in the next 6 months,
I fuck with her like that. It was because I got advice from people before going on the show. I got advice like, should I do it? Because obviously, me and Pearl, I know she's always been disrespectful from day one, and I got advice from people, and they said listen, for your career, obviously you are a content creator, this is what you do, the exposure is good. Destiny was on the panel. I like Destiny, you know, I'm a big fan of his work. So I'm like, you know what, as part of my career, it means I'm going to be face to face with people that I don't like.
So like, yeah, but that's
So if you know that, sis, you gotta handle yourself with care. I don't think you understand. Listen, when I went onto whose platform? Anton Davis. I went onto Anton Davis' platform. Right? I went onto his platform. And one thing I knew was I cannot and I'm not a disrespectful person in general. So, but I'm not gonna disrespect you on your platform. Even if you feel like you're disrespecting me, I'm not gonna disrespect you. This is your platform. The moment I start being disrespectful to you, I'm gonna lose. It's not my platform. If you're saying it's good for your career, what you should have done is keep your mouth shut. That's what we should have done. We should have been keeping our mouth shut and ride the wave and then had a conversation with her after. But you did it right on camera whilst the camera was still rolling. Anton Daniels, thank you. Sorry, what did I say? Anton David. Anton Daniels, thank you. Right? So at this point, if you're saying it's for exposure and you want to do it for your brand, what have you done for your brand? By you getting this vexed and angry, you've actually done worse for your brand. I know a friend that went. I know a friend that went on there, bro. She never had this. She never wilded out like this.
I think that's the challenge. So whatever content comes out, yeah, just crop your parts and put it on your platforms to build you up. Fuck it, and don't fuck with this gal ever again, and just continue your career. Because remember, look how long I know you for. I know you for like nearly over 7+ years. Yeah, so over than that. Yeah, from when you had like 2,000 followers to Rascal. So at the end of the day, do what you have to do. Yeah, and build your career and be successful in it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank
Don't
you.
watch no face. Even what that brother was saying, yeah, is true. What that brother was saying just now, like, and I respect what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? So just do what the fuck you have to do, yeah, and just keep it stepping, sis. I'm just being real because you're going in with things.
I'm just so upset because I feel so powerless.
Don't fuck it.
There we go. You're triggered because you feel powerless. That's the real issue, and you have to know. Look, don't get it twisted. You're gonna be in spaces where they're gonna make you look some type of way, and this is not even just a white to black thing. I want to be very clear with you guys. It's not a white to black thing in this instance. This is simply talking about how you enter people's spaces. The Black Manosphere, when I enter their space, and you can't be disrespectful. If you be disrespectful, it's gonna end well. It's gonna end badly for you. When I went on to Anton Daniels' channel, the people were insulting me at first. And I just decided I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to say what I need to say. And I'm going to educate who I need to educate. And those who have ears are going to hear. See what I'm saying? Right? And in the end, people even saw my side and saying that Anton Daniels was moving mad. So you have to, if you say you're going to go over there and you feel like you got to build up your brand, then you got to remember, you are representing your brand. You wilding out the way you've wilded out right now ain't helping your brand. All right, last few minutes anyway.
It happens. I've been through it millions of times. I've been through it millions of times.
On live right now. Someone's agreeing with you right now. You don't power us. Come on, man.
No,
that's what no, it's true though. It's true though. You get what I'm saying? Don't watch that. You have got the power. You got the Niger power. Aru.
All right.
You get me? So don't watch that. You're gonna be on many more platforms. Come on, man. You know I love you, man. Get on my cameras for years, but to stay focused and just do it happens to the best of us.
I'm just so angry.
I know. Trust me. Just take.
Sis feels like, you know what? She feels like she powerless, and I'm like, this ain't even it, baby. Like this ain't slavery. Okay, this ain't slavery. This ain't, you've only got one platform to go to, and that's the only time. Nah, this ain't even it. YouTube is the most biggest space you can be on. The biggest space. So you're not powerless. Yeah, I probably should call her man. That's true, actually, Elsid. You know what I mean? You're not powerless, but that's what's caused a major trigger. She needs to work on that because that's destructive. It's causing you to like wild out, bruv. You know what I mean? It's causing you to wild out. So anyway, I want to do a quick video. I'm gonna do another one after this. We're gonna be talking about obviously Shambudi and what's his name? His name's in my head. I'll play it. I'll show you guys anyway. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, for anybody out there, don't feel powerless, okay? Don't go to people's platform if you know you haven't got the composure, okay? All right? Don't overtalk the hosts, okay? Let's keep it beautiful. Let's keep it cute. We got 120 of you guys in here. Like the video, okay? All right? Like the video, guys. Before you leave, I want to see you guys like this video, okay? Helps with analytics as well. Make sure every single one of you like this video, okay? I ain't finished Married at First Sight myself too. Can't lie to you. I ain't finished it yet. I haven't even watched it yet. But like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification uploads, guys. I've got one more live to do, and then I'm off to the gym. Appreciate it, guys.